What's up, y'all? I'm back with a quick video. We're gonna talk about the alleged one drop rule that's in Cuba. I'm still doing more research on this, but I'm gonna give you a story of what happened last week. Last week I went into my old previous job, which was a restaurant, and I'm very cool with the people, the owner. So I kind of just barge in and just mess around whenever I want to, because I've been there for so long. And I know the people there, the owners, right? And they hired a lot of Cubans, and this one Cuban lady who works there. I've been knowing her for a very long time. And basically, what happened was she doesn't speak like a lick of English, but she's getting better. And an order came through, and it said no purple onions or red onions. And I had to tell her no onions. That's what it's basically saying in English, right? And we started talking about colors in Espanol, in Spanish. And we know it was about the tomato sauce, rojo, or etc. And basically the onions came up, and I was like, "What is that Espanol?" And she said mulatto, or it sounded like she said mulatto. I was like, "Huh?" I was like, "Me mulatto." It's like, "Me mulatto." She was like, "Yes, you mulatto," but she was trying to say, but in Spanish, it's like a word that's similar to mulatto, or like mulat. Purple means mulat, or something like that. I forgot what it was already. But something clicked in my head to ask her about the mulatto or the mixed people in Cuba, because she looks she looks just like a mulatto American, or half black American, half whatever, Caucasian. And I asked her about the mulatto people in Cuba. And I asked her, is mulatto its own race or autonomy in Cuba? And from what she told me no. She told me it's either blanco, which is white, or negro, which is black, obviously. And this phone that you guys see on the screen, that's her phone, and her translating, conversating with me. All right, but she said no, it's either blanco or negro. And I said, that's very interesting. She said mix or mulatto, no race. I was like, huh, that sounds very similar to America. So I gotta do more research and dig more deeper into it to see if she's telling the truth or whatever. But even according to her, it seemed like the one drop rule is over there as well. And I looked it up on Chat GPT to see why mulatto's not a race or whatever. And I get, if I remember correctly, it says Chat GPT was saying that they didn't want to push racial superiority. You know, the typical stuff. They say that mulatto people think they're better or whatever BS they come up with. And they didn't want the island or whatever to be, or the country to be race obsessed. They didn't want it to make it about race or skin tone, and people developing superiority complexes. And I'm trying to figure out, if that's the case, then why is Blanco and Negro a race, but mulatto isn't? That's weird. But even though they don't use the word mulatto on applications, it's not its own autonomy, the word mulatto exists. It is a real thing outside of America, especially in Cuba. She said that. And also she told me that it's something that's very prevalent here in America. And she basically said, it's what she said on her screen. She said that it's an artist, I forgot her name, I'm put up here. And she speaks about how black women envy, not all of course, in Cuba they envy mulatto women, and white women are very concerned about mulatto women. That's what she was talking about. So this, even over there, is a very similar dynamic. But I want to dig more deeper into this and see what's going on over there as well. But it seems like from what she was saying, it is like a one drop rule over there. And I want to go back to the restaurant or whatever and talk to her peers, her Cuban peers, to see what it's like over there with the whole mulatto thing. Because that's very interesting that they would do that. But guys, if you guys are Cuban or know Cuban people, or you more, you have more knowledge on this topic, on this dynamic, don't be afraid to leave a comment. I'm trying to dig more deeper into it, and I'm going to see if I can get to the bottom of it. But that's very interesting that they're not allowed to have their own autonomy in Cuba, but apparently everybody else is, pretty much. But it's very interesting. At least according to what I've got, the small, it's hard to communicate with her because she doesn't speak English. But she did pull her translator out But I'm gonna ask more about her. All right, let me know if I'm wrong or not. But I'll see y'all in the comments. I see y'all later on the next video.